The legend of Kuntilanak, the Queen of Spirits. Hello, dear listeners, welcome to our journey into the supernatural world. Tonight, we will travel across the sea to the land of 1,000 islands, Indonesia, to meet a female spirit considered the most fearsome most queen in Southeast Asia, the Kuntilanak. Have you ever heard a high-pitched, haunting laugh echoing from giant trees at midnight, or seen a pale shadow with long, flowing hair covering her face, swaying in the wind? Get ready, turn off the lights, and listen to this mysterious tale together. The origins of a restless soul. According to ancient Indonesian legend, the word Kuntilanak, or Pontianak, refers to a woman who died while pregnant or during childbirth. In their belief, women who die in this tragic state cannot reincarnate because of the intense pain and the unfulfilled love for the child they never met. Their spirits remain trapped in the human realm, becoming wandering souls filled with vengeful rage. One of the most famous stories took place in a remote village in central Java. There was a woman named Santi. She was the most beautiful girl in the village, with silky black hair reaching her waist and a gentle heart. Unfortunately, she was deceived by the son of a powerful local man. When he discovered she was pregnant, he abandoned her. The villagers who once praised her turned to insult and label her a bad woman. Santi was driven out of the village in the middle of the night. She ran into the deep forest in tears and met a tragic end under a massive tree while trying to give birth alone. With no one to help or care for her, her final cries blended with the howling wind. Before her last breath escaped, her agony transformed into a powerful fury. She swore to return and take revenge on any man who deceives or harms women. From that moment on, Santi's spirit became the Kuntilanak. Signs of her presence. How do you know if a Kuntilanak is near? The deceptive laughter. The first sign is her strange laugh. If you hear it faintly from a distance, be careful. It means she is actually very close to you, perhaps standing right behind your back. But if the laughter sounds loud and right in your ear, it means she is still a bit further away. This is her psychological trick to make victims drop their guard. The scent. First, you will smell the unnaturally sweet fragrance of jasmine. But, in the blink of an eye, that sweetness turns into a foul, rotting stench like a decaying corpse or a dead animal. This is the confirmation that the Kuntilanak has appeared. The little trap. Her most dangerous trick is false beauty. The Kuntilanak can disguise herself as a stunningly beautiful woman in a long white dress to lure men walking at night or those who are intoxicated. Once the victim is completely enchanted, her true form is revealed. She turns around to show a deep, hollow hole in her back that exposes her internal organs. Her fingernails, once beautiful, grow long and sharp like knives, used to rip out the hearts and eyes of her victims to feast upon. The taxi driver's encounter. There is a famous true story involving a taxi driver in Jakarta around 20 m. He picked up a beautiful passenger in a long white dress. She sat in the back and asked to be taken to an old cemetery on the outskirts of the city. During the journey, the driver felt an unusual chill and smelled jasmine throughout the car. He didn't dare look in the rearview mirror because the hair on his neck was standing up. Upon arriving at the cemetery gates, he turned around to collect the fare, only to find a bunch of wilted jasmine flowers on the seat. The woman had vanished. Suddenly, a shrill laugh, hijuri, echoed from the top of a large banyan tree nearby. Terrified and trembling, the driver sped away in total shock. Protection. And Tabo's ancient people in Indonesia and Malaysia have ways to protect themselves. They believe this host fears iron nails and scissors. The nail legend says that if someone is brave enough to drive an iron nail into the hole at the back of her head or the crown of her head, she will lose her magic and turn back into a normal, beautiful, and gentle woman. But beware, if the nail is ever removed, she reverts to a monster instantly and will kill the one who pulled it out without mercies. Pregnant women. Traditional healers advise pregnant women to keep scissors, small knives, or garlic under their pillows or on their person when going out. It is believed the Kuntilanak fears these sharp objects which prevent her from stealing the unborn child. Even in today's high-tech world, the Kuntilanak remains a hot topic on social media. Many Siv or dashcam videos claim to capture long-haired shadows floating across dark roads or standing on the roofs of abandoned houses. The story of the Kuntilanak is not just a ghost story meant to scare. It carries a social warning, especially for men, to be responsible and not mistreat women. A spirit that dies from injustice will always seek justice in its own horrific way. What about you? After hearing this, have you ever experienced anything strange or heard a mysterious laugh at midnight? If you have a story to share, don't forget to comment below. Thank you for listening until the end. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more mysterious and terrifying tales. Good night, and before you sleep, check under your bed or peek out the window. Sometimes, what you think is the shadow of a tree might just be someone